Two high school seniors are applying to college. The first has a 4.0 GPA, a 1590 on the SAT, and writes her personal essay about her experience leading the school newspaper. She writes beautifully, and she gets feedback from her parents and a tutor. The second has a 3.6 GPA, a 1410 on the SAT, and he writes his essay about working nights at a grocery store to help pay rent. He writes his essay in between shifts. Now, if an algorithm had to choose, it would select the first student, without a doubt. Should it, though? That's the question that fueled my research. I've spent the last year creating AI models that try and predict college admissions decisions. I trained them with thousands of real applicant datasets, with test scores, grades, and essays, and I asked, 1, what can an AI model actually learn? And 2, what does it miss? This isn't a hypothetical problem. Today, more than 50% of college admissions offices in the US are already using AI, and that number is projected to proceed over 80%. In addition, 87% of college offices already using AI report that it's already being used to make final decisions on applicants. That student working nights at the grocery store might not know it, but an algorithm could be deciding his future. Something stood out when I compared the AI's decisions to those of real admissions officers. The humans produced outcomes that were much more balanced across students from different backgrounds. The algorithm, on the other hand, swung hard toward students who were impressive on paper and left everyone else behind. The humans were doing something that the algorithm could not replicate, reading in between the lines. I wanted to give AI another chance, and I thought essays could do the trick. Because if we feed the AI the actual words that students wrote, maybe the machine could see the entire applicant. And I tried it. I took thousands of real student essays and I added them to the model, but almost nothing changed. The algorithm could read every word, but it couldn't understand what the words meant about a person's potential. It couldn't feel the weight of the words and the empathy of a human admissions officer. It could only find patterns, and those patterns favored students who looked impressive on paper and never had to struggle to sound impressive. This is the gap between intelligence and understanding. And right now, AI has plenty of the first and almost none of the second. The things that make us human, context, resilience, potential, the stories behind the numbers, are not bugs in the admissions process. They're the whole point. And until AI can learn to read between the lines, that job belongs to us. Thank you.